fast. I make that.
No, you're slow. Exactly right by mine.
Oh, I find it so refreshing to escape from school. A sunny day like this.
Plain truant.
Funny being slow. Never known it.
3 4 perfect hour to liberty.
Wonderful weather for April, Mr. Gage.
Once oiling, I expect.
Look,
Just in
the
the
tip of
words.
his face.
Quite perfect, Mr. Mayor. Promises a splendid May and June.
Yeah,
That it does.
like a lion, out like a lamb. That was true of March this year.
It was.
And lo, the winter is past. The
rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth. Solomon's song, you know.
Well, since we're here.
Her ladyship was very distressed when she heard about Curtis's daughter.
They tell me that's the third.
She won't confess to father, silly girl.
It's happening far too often.
Lily Jarvis is another problem.
Twinge, if you please.
Drunken father, mother a slattern. These things breed immorality in the young.
Children.
Something must be done.
A firm stand now before the evil
Her ladyship
spreads.
is all for that.
She exaggerates occasionally.
Strong measures I sanction
How
now.
good they are.
Yeah.
This festival idea
Certainly.
may
Yes,
help.
I have great.
I am
Oh, she's here.
Careful now.
Oh, her ladyship.
Here she comes.
Ah, Lady Pillows.
25 sovereigns, 25! Consider it my duty. Most sweet virtue, attractive, exciting, desirable for young people. Too many goings on. Dirty things. Birth rate rises every week. Poor Dr. Jessup has run off his feet. Delivering no babies to mothers of whom excessively few and taking the trouble of visiting you. Becca! Shocking business! No, I won't have it! Towns in a state of complete moral chaos! Well then, all in favour signify usual manner! Unanimous! Good. Let's have suggestions. I'm waiting. First!
The first suggestion on my list is a charming local girl who takes communion and never missed a Sunday. Jennifer Searle.
Had an affair with young Tom O'Dare last Christmas. Case dismissed. Of all the pupils from the school, it gives me particular pleasure to recommend Elizabeth Mule, whose botany notes are a treasure. Was seen in the woods at a dusk with her paw lost shivering off. No good!
There's one of her Brown who works in the town as assistant to Mrs. Bell. I've asked about her, and people concur she behaves, on the average, quite well.
Except she went with a cousin from Kent for a trip in a dog cart one Sunday in Lent. Speak up, bud!
I've little to say, me lady, so I'll make it short and sweet. The girl on my mind is a treasure you'll find. Her name is Amelia Keats.
Exposes her ankles and exposes bras. Her skirt far too short for a girl of her class. None of these four. Not exactly what they mean. Cross the balls to scratch. Cause first time uttering parsnips. But virgins to trollops. More names.
I have another name or two I brought with me in case the first was not acceptable. What about Edith Chase?
Well, what about her? Much too flighty.
She attends my Bible group.
When the postman called one day, she opened the door in her nightie. Has anyone thought of the shoemaker's twins? Joyce, Mary, and her sister. Most practical girls at handicrafts. I've heard of things from Mr. Paul about them both of them.
Take my Bible oath.
He can't repeat what he caught them at. Pardon him, milady.
There's the girl who works at Piper's Farm.
Lost one night and then found in a park.
The girl from the dairy.
Don't suggest her.
People talk of Nancy Waters, but I'm not sure.
Baker's daughter. No, no, no,
bitter is the
I
fruit.
teach my pupils they must strive.
So far from the seed of
A decent town lose its good name, and
seeds on poison at
And little for advice.
And darkness has its uses. Begging your pardon, I'd like to say, has anyone heard of a king of the men?
Fantastic, I never did.
Not in East Suffolk.
I suppose you'd crown Sid.
I reckon it seems a rum sort of notion, but it might help us out of this present commotion.
Rum it may be, helpful, no, mere red herring bud.
Just so! Herring's a name, and herring's a lad. Fellow, where wanting's there to be had. Albert Herring!
Albert Herring!
Works for his mother, has a greengrocer's shop, strong as a horse, works till he drops. It's simple, of course, but we won't find another as gold with mustard, as they say. Never kicks a crop like most boys do. All but real good stuff, as good as gold right through and
I know the boy you mean, but is he quite?
I've seen him since he was a kid. He's always lived next door to me.
When he attended school, poor Albert was not bright at lessons, though quite exceptional for conduct.
An inoffensive lad, simple, of course.
A splendid son to Mrs. Herring.
What precisely has a grocer's lad to do with this discussion?
Ridiculous proposal. I'm certain there are girls, farmers' daughters maybe, suitable for us, for it. Hopeless, m'lady. I've been round all the farms and small holdings. Shocking results. Country virgins, if there be such, think too little and see too much.
Albert Herring!
Albert Herring!
Virtue, says Holy Writ, is virtue. Grace abounding wheresoever, whensoever, howsoever it exists. Rarer than pearls, rubies, amethyst richer than wealth, wisdom, righteousness. Is Albert virtuous? Yes or no? That is all we need to know. Is Albert virtuous? Albert virtuous? Yes or no? Yes or no? That is all we need to know. That is all we need to know. That is all we need to know.
Albert, what's his name?
Herring.
Sing from the butchers! Sing!
Shop, hi, Albert. Shop, hi, Albert. There you are. Just caught young Harry pinching things. How do you carry a weight like that alone? Oh, must be 20 stones or more.
It's 100 weight of turnips.
I see. Strong man act. Can I have 3 boxes of mixed herbs, please, chum?
Yes,
Got any sage?
we some at threepence a box, same as the mixed.
I'll take 3 then. That makes 6 boxes at threepence. 1 and a cake.
That's right.
Toss you double or quits.
Oh no, Sid. Gambling's not in my line. Mum wouldn't like it.
Never you mind. Heads or tails, come on, you call.
No, really I won't. Thanks all the same.
But why? Because of Mum. Won't she let you have any fun? Have you ever had a pint at the local?
Mum's teetotal,
Go out with a whippet after rabbits.
strict in her habits.
Have you ever tried taking a girl for a walk? Or danced to the band at the Jubilee Hall? Or danced to the band?
Just don't like it
Or
at
danced
all.
to the band at the Jubilee Hall? You will, once you broke the apron string. Tickling a trout, poaching a hare, fighting wild geese is pretty good sport for a chap to enjoy. Living without a regular share of pleasures like these is hard to support for your kind of a boy. But courting a girl is the king of all sports in a class of its own, where there aren't any rules so long as she's caught and you catch her alone. Girls mean spring 6 days a week and twice on Sunday, the whole year round, the winter through. Girls mean games of hide and seek on summer evenings when someone's bound to fall for you. Girls mean prowling round and bleak and wintry weather, whispering, 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 I love you, I love you, I love you,
Sid, I'm sorry, but I've got a lot to do.
Oh, don't you worry, I'm just off. I'm busy too.
Good morning, you two!
Why, look who's here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Just up in time, we were talking of you.
Talking of me, you have got a sauce.
It was Albert who started the subject, of course. You want to watch Albert? He's a very dark horse.
You ought to have something better to do than gossiping here. Aren't you working today?
I've been spinning around like a humming top since I opened the shop at 8 o'clock. And you know what they say about work and no play.
Well, come and serve me. I
managed to squeeze out a bob from the firm's petty cash.
I won't eat them now. They're so ripe they might splash.
You can bring them tonight, and we'll each take a bite to flavor our kisses with a dash of peach bitters.
That sounds just delicious.
Meet me at 8:15 in the street. Don't be late, or I'll whistle under your window.
Yes, if you promise to wait in the street, if I'm late and not whistle under my window. For Mom will be curious and Dad will be furious to hear whistling under my window.
I do wish they would clear and away from the shores, for it's not over here. There'll be trouble, I fear, should my mother appear and discover that We'll walk to the spinning above the common. I'm in on your hand in my pocket, refreshing ourselves in the pleasures of love. The moon will be shining, the sky will be starry, as we walk, your hand in my pocket, refreshing ourselves in the pleasures of love. And I will be sleeping alone in my attic, as they hold her hand in his pocket, refreshing themselves in the pleasures of love. Excuse me. Give us a kiss, Nancy.
No, no, shopping first, kisses afterwards.
Come on, then. So long, Albert.
Goodbye, Albert.
I said, you forgot to pay for the arms. He's much too busy even to listen, much less to care, with Nancy there. I wonder, is he right when he says I miss all the fun because of Mum? Yes, Mum's uncommon keen about the need of living chaste and clean in word and deed. For what? Each morning I get up at 6 to tidy up the stock, enthusiastically fix price labels round the shop. For what? It's not very thrilling to live among boxes and baskets of vegetables, flowers, and seasonal fruits. I'm expert at jobs like weighing up bonnets of raspberries and knowing when root crops are likely to shoot. For what? For what? For what? For what?
It seems as clear can be that Sid's ideas are very much too crude for mother to approve. And yet I'd really like to try that kind of life and see how it compares with serving customers.
Mom wants 2 penneth of pottage to make a stew in a hurry, mister.
Where's your basket?
Haven't got one. Bust it. My sister went and lost it.
I'll put them in paper.
Tom, that'll be safer than taking the news.
No school today.
Finished the holidays.
Whatever for?
On account of Miss Weaver, a botany teacher, went camping at Easter, got scarlet fever. She was sharing our tent when she came out so smarty, so they sent us all home with the letter explaining they wouldn't expect us at school for a week in case we're infectious. It sounds a bit potty, but we're not complaining.
Clement, please. Here you are.
Don't mind things to you. Thanks, mister.
Oh, maybe soon I'll have the chance to get away. And golly, it's about time. It's about time. Golly, it's about time. About time.
Good morning, young man.
Good morning, Miss Pike.
I want, if I can, to talk to your mum.
I'll call her at once, but she's washing the clothes.
The reason I've come is more urgent than those.
Mama, you're wanted.
What? Who is it?
Miss Florence Pike is here on a visit. Just drying her hands. Would you care to sit down?
No, thank you. I'll stand. I mustn't stay long.
I'm sorry to keep you, and how do you do? Nice sunny day for the time of your tour.
Her ladyship is on the way with Miss Wordsworth and the vicar, Mrs. Ward and the fool too, to visit you here.
What did you say, visiting us? But they can't come in here. A shop's not the place for people like them.
We shall get on.
And I can't have them into the parlor today. I'm airing the washing, airing here.
Oh, decision may bring concerns outward, as they will explain.
Concerns
Listen to me, do you say?
Oh, don't say that Albert's in troublesome way.
Quiet. Now, are you ready? Here they come.
but me.
Oh, Albert, oh, Albert. We plan to celebrate by crowning you upon May Day afternoon, that very soon. Excuse me asking, what's this crowning for?
I'd like to know that
In
too.
honor of your pure purchase life.
For chastity.
Official recognition of your modesty.
Well, I'll be blown.
A royal
And
crown.
where will that come
Me
from?
dressed in white, oh no.
Say to the right. His eyes and shoes and hats tonight to give the test. Seems ridiculous to me.
The whole thing's done.
Don't be hasty, don't be hasty.
Before we part, should we not mention?
Of
Of
course.
course, the prize, the prize, the prize, the prize, the prize, the prize.
When this great day arrives, Albert will receive, besides his crown, a bright and golden coin, 5 and 20 pounds, yes, 5 and 20 pounds. 25 pounds, all of his own, 25 pounds, all of his own. Albert, thank you, as well as a crown. In offering this prize, our aim is to ensure virtue has its just reward from all. And so Good morning to you all. Good morning to you all. Think of that, Leland, being king of the day at all, and the envy of everyone. King of the May, and 25 quid in addition.
But I don't want that kind of position, and I don't think I'm going to accept.
You won't accept, why ever not? You can't refuse.
Oh, yes, I
That's
can.
why you leave with me, young man. You'll do as you're told.
Now listen, Mom.
Don't listen me.
Why should they come and dress me up like a blinking swan? Make speeches at me like I was stuffed instead of flesh and
Stop shouting
blood.
at me and fetch me my tape from the box on the kitchen sink. I'll measure you up.
Oh, no, you
I'll
won't.
measure you
Oh,
up.
no, you won't.
You heard what I said.
I did, and don't you think I'm willing? 'Cause I'm not.
I'll take a straight to you, that's what.
Try it
The
then.
devil.
You try it then.
The devil.
I'm old enough to choose for myself.
I brought you up.
You shut me up in the shop holiday.
The wicked ingratitude of it. The wicked ingratitude of it. You'll pay for this, my boy.
I'm sick and tired of being ordered about.
You little liar, you
Sick and
little
tired.
I won't sit here and be attacked by a kid who
vicar especially asked me to be there at 1:30 to be took in the photograph room for the Ipswich and District Gazette. Here he is at last, and the high time too. Hurry up, Sid.
Am I late?
Everything's ready but you.
Sorry, Miss Pike. Punctured me bike.
Punctured your bike. Punctured your bike. For 3 precious weeks we've been toiling and scraping, bustling, hurrying, scurrying, with one aim inside. And now at the 11th hour you keep everything waiting because of your bike. I think you're lazy and most reprehensible. Surely you know that the fleet's indispensable. Lateness on Mayday is quite indefensible. It's 10:20, I must fly, or then leave me not.
You bumble off, that'll be much more sensible. That's a fine sight for sore eyes.
Don't you think it's a splendid surprise?
And they make all this fuss, 'cause Albert's too shy to go out on a bust.
What were things like down there in the town?
Churchyards agog with a crowd of folk who couldn't get in for the service. Seats have been kept for the band of home, and each choir boy has got a new surplice. The vicar is preaching on living chaste for the hereafter. Some of his listeners are solemn-faced, some near to laughter. And Albert, sitting there in his pew, the pocket looks on tenterhooks. He's in the mood to escape if he could. I'd like to see him go for good.
Sid, tell me the truth about why you were late.
What do you mean?
You've got some scheme.
How did you guess?
I know by the grin on your face and the gleam in your eye. Confess.
Can you keep a secret?
Mum as an oyster.
Then I'll tell you the plot while we empty the box.
Quickly, come along. Time to try a festive song. Last time through before they come.
Blimey jelly, pink blancmange, CD cake with icing on.
Post and neatly in a row, head back, fingers soon. One deep breath and off we go.
3 times, sausage rolls, trifle in a big bowl.
Food completed, first we sing, glory to our new King. Try to make the welkin ring. Attention now, you're fidgeting. peaches in the proper places. Albert, hail, all hail, we sing. Albert, hail, all hail. Too many now, but that must do. Try the next line furtherly through. Sing with fire, beginning on far. You in the air, your note is low. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la. We sing the voice, sing the voice, sing out, sing happy song, out loud. Oh, hey, this is where you always go wrong. Just follow Sis, she'll help you along.
Please, teacher.
Don't take too long, our song must begin exactly on their coming in. Oh, dear.
I don't think you ought.
Stop spoiling the fun. Is this where he's sitting?
The right-handed one.
Then you begin filling the glasses all up, while I'll add a drop to His Majesty's cup.
Don't give him too much, he mustn't get tight.
Just loosen him up and make him feel bright. I think that's all right. Now add lemonade.
It's much the same shade.
Now no one can smell, there's rum in as well.
Excepting for Albert.
And he'll never tell.
Fill out the rest.
We'll stand at the side, that'll be best.
Here they are, dears. Quickly, come along. Do remember. Nice big curtsies. Deep breaths.
It's a great day for your son, Mrs. Herring.
Yes, he does look a treat.
few and tender my years, but these are for you who Oxford reveres.
Emmy Spashett. Simple song, country flowers, wish you long cameras. No, sissy water. Hooray for the mother. The mother of Albert, the king, come on dear. Hooray for was yours today, twas yours, twas yours, hooray for this. Well done, dearie, very nice, I'm sure. Thank you, children. I think you're Miss Wizard. Come, let's sit down.
Your ladyship, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, I shall not trespass on your time. I rise ex officio to introduce her ladyship and ask her if she will consent to make a little speech before we take our fill.
Thank you, Mr. Gensch. I'm full of happiness to be here in your midst on such a day as this, as honored guest and patroness.
splendid prize and splendidly deserved. Now, Mr. Mayor, will you please rise and add another word?
As representing our local council, I'm very happy to declare ourselves in full agreement with her ladyship, thanking her most heartily for the idea she sets our town in moral leadership. The repercussions of this festival will travel far, wide, deep, and strong, like when my council, acting for the best of all its citizens, laid the 12th water main, costing £6 a yard to run along to Balaclava Avenue, regardless of objections, to guarantee pure water filtered from infections. Now Lord leads again by being first, yes, first, in crowning our May King. Well done, I hear you cry. Well done, I hear you cry. Well done. My council wishes me to mark today by offering this prize to Albert, which they have vaulted from the entertainment fund. This savings book in which we'll find £5.
Fascinating, Mr. Mayor, a fitting gift indeed to store away for a rainy day and keep in case of need. And now, Miss Wordsworth, you will not disappoint us. Oh, you have a surprise, I see.
I heard lips up with joy to sing, virtue and simplicity, applauded, rewarded, and glorified with heartfelt words on every side. Albert, the teachers from the school, Miss Pond, Miss Tuttle, dear Miss Butler, and Miss Toole, are proud of you, as I am too, and profoundly stirred by your regard. Albert. They send this little gift to you for rainy afternoons. Fox's Book of Martyrs, into fine volumes illustrated, inscribed to you appropriately and dated.
The Bible, Shakespeare, Fox's Book of Martyrs, 3 cornerstones of our national heritage. Thank you, Miss Wordsworth, very much. To make our thanks complete, one voice is missing. Yes, Mr. Barnes, last but hardly least.
I know great things. But the heart's warm enough if you know what I mean. It's just like a gal to keep the pretty sin high on top of the world, where it has always been. Good old Albert. Good old Albert. That's my opinion. Good luck to you, me boy. mind. I mustn't forget to thank Mrs. Williams for the loan of a flagpole and 2 dozen cups.
Thank you, thank you. Now I'm certain Albert feels the need of speaking in his turn, returning thanks for gifts received before the feast's begun. Don't be shy.
Say a word or two.
It's just polite.
Don't be scared.
Come along now.
Thank you very much.
Well tried, Albert. We understand that modest praise betrays a heart too full to prate or boast. Now lift your glasses, everyone, and join me in a toast. Albert the Good, long may he reign, to be re-elected again and again. Albert the Good, long may he reign, to be re-elected again and
Go on, Albert.
And 3 cheers for her ladyship. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! That's better. Thirsty. More, please.
Hiccups. Albert's got Willens. Willens. Shall I have to work?
Beg pardon.
Most distressing excitement.
Go 20.
Hold your breath.
I'm trying.
Pat him harder.
some
Lump
water.
of sugar.
Soaked in vinegar.
It's almost gone.
Do you think it's the rum?
It's got a kick like a gun. Please don't pour.
Oh, what have we done?
It was only in fun.
It will be
And after that set fire to the shop or cause a scandal. Matches, matches, matches. Swan vessels, swan vessels. Ah, that's the chap. Turn the tap. Strike the match like this. Blood rat, butterfingers, whoopsie-daisy. Open your mouth, shut your eyes, strike the match for a nice surprise. Blast! Dangerous stop gas. Smelly, pricky, noisy. Dangerous stuff. Leave well alone. It's hot. Belts too tight for Tom. Loosen it out a notch. Relieve my poor old abdomen. Golly, what a party, what a party. Talk of eating hearty. Dish after dish they brought us. Cakes, different flavored, jellies, custard, chocolate dates, fruit salad, trifle, and they gave us pastries freshly made with cream in, followed by almond flavors. But oh, the taste of that lemonade. Wonder how it's made. Nancy knows, I suppose. Nancy will know. Pretty name, Nancy. Pretty name. Why did sounds like Sid serenading under her window, impatiently waiting, impatient and aching to take Nancy chasing love and adventure. Doesn't suffer from shyness, timidity, get what he wants by directness, simplicity, aims at his target with shameless audacity, trains on the fact of his ruthless tenacity.
You oughtn't to whistle. I told you that Sid.
It's perishing cold, standing here in the street. 25 minutes. I'm frozen stiff.
I slipped down the stairs as quick as I could.
Let's call it the pub for a couple of pours.
Sid, we mustn't.
Warm us up quick.
Oh no, people will talk.
There's enough food for chatter in Albert tonight, so us two won't matter.
Poor kid, it does seem wrong to show him off to everyone like a sort of plaster saint or the village simpleton.
Oh, he's all right. Once he's sown a few wild oats, he'll live that down.
But how can he sow them tied to his mum?
I've done my share providing the rum. Are you volunteering to cheer him along the agreeable primrose path?
Of course not. Still, I'd like to help.
Heaven helps those who help themselves.
It's getting terrible chilly. It'll be terrible cold up there on the common.
You needn't be frightened with me. Come along, darling. Come, follow me quick. Time is racing us round the clock, ticking and talking our evening away, which we hope for and long for all day. Hurry to work, hurry to play,
Must hurry
at headlong pace,
squeezing
and squeezing the pleasures of life. Cheerful, cheerful, fearful, Nancy, Nancy,
Youth must hurry.
Nancy,
Hurry.
give us a kiss, Nancy.
Not here in the light.
Kiss me,
Windows have eyes.
kiss me. Time is a glutton, time is a thief. Youth must challenge him as a prize. Daring and sharing his dreams of delight. Each week
Heaven helps those who help themselves. Help myself. Oh, go away and leave me here alone with doubts and terrors you have never known. Enjoy your evening as you will. Kiss and hug your fill. Embrace until the stars spin round like Catherine wheels against the rainbow-colored hills. Then hurry home at dawn, proud of what you've done. Smile, smile, smile to think I slept alone. Nancy pities me, Sid laughs, others snicker at my simplicity. Offer me bonds to stay in my cage, parade me around as the bearded boy. Albert the Good, Albert who should, who hasn't and wouldn't be could. Albert the Meek, Albert the Sheep, Mrs. Herring's guinea pig, Mrs. Herring's tilly pig, Mrs. Herring's prig. But when shall I dare again? How shall I screw my courage up to do what must be done by everyone? The tide will turn, the sun will set, while I stand here and hesitate. The clock begins its rusty worm, catches its breath to strike the hour, and offers me a final choice that must be answered no or yes. Forgotten those, my virgin ransom. I'll toss for it and damn the risk. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, heads for yes and tails for no, tails for no and heads for yes. Spin it up. Heads. Well, you've gone and done it now. It's very plain you burnt your boats and can't go back again. Oh,
shan't need rocking myself.
She's lying upstairs on the bed for a while. They've been phoning around to
photograph to take round the stations for identification.
There's one on the frame of the what's its name above the Bible on the tulip wood table. It was true on the fear and still with his dad was alive in the studio. We paid 3 and 6 to have it enlarged, and another 3 bob for the frame and the glass.
grassy ash,
crushed by a cart.
Smallest step,
must that?
Where have you been?
Wait till I'm alone with you.
You left this house at 8 last night?
Where exactly did you go? Slip through the streets and out of sight.
Were you alone?
Say yes or no.
Yes.
Did you remain alone for long?
You met some friends?
Acquaintances.
Male.
And a female.
Oh, don't go on.
And did you stay with them?
Well, yes.
When you left home, you took with you 25 sovereigns gold.
How many's left?
I've 22.
So 3 have disappeared, all told.
Yes.
Were they stolen from you?
Lost, you think?
Did you spend £3 yourself?
At a shop?
At a public house. All that on drink.
Where did you spend it?
For goodness sake, stop! Stop prying and poking and probing at him, with your pious old faces delighting and saying,
We must persist and insist on the truth, however bad it is.
Where did the £3 go? Tell us the truth.
The truth!
At once.
Tell us the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I can't remember everything, but what I can, I'll tell you, plain and straight. It all began 'cause I suddenly thought it was time I ought to try a taste of certain things the prayer book catalogues amongst. It sings. Curiosity killed the cat, they say. Well, if you like, it was curiosity made me pinch a bike and pedal away to town last night. Drink was my first experiment. I found a pub, ordered some old and mild, and drank it up. Beer tasted queer, so my next idea was rum. A tumbler full of Nevrama, with whiskey and gin to wash it down. Before very long, I was pretty far gone, reeling about, beginning to shout, disgustingly drunk, a nuisance to everyone. So they threw me out of the Dog and Duck to lie in the gutter and sober up.
Impossible, drunk and disorderly, a making.
Then I staggered along to the 4L bar of the Horse and Groom, which isn't far. Started a fight, 'cause they said I was tight. Butted a publican, fell on the floor, and ended up in the gutter once more.
Horrible! Stop him! This is revolting! Stop! Stop! Stop!
You wanted the truth? Do you want some more? Or will that do as a general sample of a night that was a nightmare example of drunkenness, dirt, and worse?
But how could you do it? How could you?
You know what drove me, you know how I could. It was all because
Because you squashed me down and reined me in, did up my instinct with safety pins, kept me wrapped in cotton wool, measured my life by a 12-inch rule, protected me with such devotion. My only way out was a wild explosion. I've done it now. It wasn't much fun. But sooner or later it had to come. And I'm more than grateful to you all for providing the wherewithal.
Preposterous!
Wicked boy!
He needs a good thrashing.
Fancy! Turning against his mother!
Young
Turning against his mother!
And now I shall take it extremely kind if you let me get on.
You will pay! You will pay! For your night's holiday! You will pay for your sins of the flesh! You will creep to the shade of a profligate's grave! A profligate's grave! A disgrace to your name and your
Good
sex!
day, your ladyship, please let me get on, for I'm all behind.
I'll never forgive you. Never. Not till my dying day.
That'll do, Mum. I didn't lay it on too thick, did I?
Hi, that's my girl.
Albus Mum took the stick, whacked him on the jig.
All right, come on in. Come on in. Have a nice peach.